What's going on, gamers? Let's have a little look. We're on YouTube. I don't believe it. Let's see. John has banned me from using music. Hello, hello, hello. Wow. Can you believe it? Here we are. This is the earliest stream ever seen to man before. Welcome, guys. It's so quiet. Oh, John, you're killing me. Yeah, I still don't know. I don't think there's a way with YouTube where you can separate the audio like you can on Twitch. But let's have a look. We got John. We got Oomba. We got Ted McTag. We got CJ Boogs. We got Jonathan Wackamus. We got Oomba. Let's see who else we got here today. In it as well. Welcome. Good to see you today. So, how are you guys feeling? It's now been, what has it been now? It's been, like, not quite 12 hours, but around 9 hours, I think. Is that right? No, I'm tripping. Hold on, 7. It's been no, I'm all over the place. It's nearly been 20. It's been 20 hours, I think, since it released. So, oh my goodness, it's the Jack Dilla Captain. What's going on? We got Will Pools as well. We got Red Infernal. We got Jonathan Wackamus. We got Carmocky, who's in disbelief. We got William, Mystic the Mage as well. Assuming you're in the daytime on the channel. You can have the music muted for the stream if you want to listen. Oh, you mean just like I hear it, but you guys don't? So I honestly, I've been trying to follow the kind of first reactions here a little bit, and I'm really curious. So it does seem like there was, it peaked around 9,000 viewers yesterday. I'm curious, like, if I hop onto the hub now, how many people we got? Interesting. So now we have around, there's actually 888 playing right now. So I do believe, as you guys know, this vertical slice, and I think a lot of people have said, like, there's I always talk about the foundation and everything like that, and this is really just the start of the journey, and a lot of obviously a lot of people out there who may have bought it or not already, they're going to be ready, waiting for survival or planets or whatever it might be. So this is definitely early days, but the reviews seem good. There's already, I think, 80% Steam reviews. So that's nice. I don't know if you guys left a review, but that's any reviewers in the chat. I saw Hamster left a nice review. Iteration, welcome Leo. Incredible. What having to actually salutations. Yeah, so another thing, guys, I've been thinking about it a little bit. And I was thinking I could start streaming in the daytime. Actually, earlier than this, ideally, 3 hours earlier than this, maybe even or more. The problem is that I just don't know if enough people are around to watch it. I mean, there obviously are. We live in a society, right? So there's always people up somewhere. But typically, if you look at gaming and so on, like the peak hours is always, between, I don't know, 7 to kind of 7 p.m. to kind of like midnight, like European time is kind of peak hours overall. So I just, this becomes a video. So if you're watching the VOD, if you're watching maybe you don't really care. Maybe this is all right. But John, the editor John, has been cracking the whip, and he's saying that I need to be streaming more. I need to be streaming on YouTube. And maybe multi-stream, maybe even to TikTok. It seems it may not be banned after all. Too soon to review, Captain Jack. Yeah, no, I've been watching. I watched your video. I didn't watch all of it because I was like trying to I watched several videos and I kind of skimmed through them because honestly it was like an overwhelming. But I think Jack, I think the reactions by most, I think it's all kind of as at least as I expected, to be honest. But what is nice to see is that. What I am happy about as well from that point. We'll get into the game sooner, right, guys? But I'm just going to just a yap a little bit here. I know, John. On the YouTube, we try not to yap too much, but um, I think it's nice that a lot of people recognize the effort that we put into kind of being transparent. So what I mean is that, like, people are like, oh, this game, doesn't have this and that. A lot of people are actually saying, look, I've seen people commenting like, look, Keen literally said, don't buy the game. So I need to get that as a clip, and I can just press a button and it will just play it. Like, I mean, yeah, don't buy the game. Like, and I don't think there was any. I mean, if you were following the YouTube or the streams or the social media, I don't think there should be any surprises of what this alpha contains, So I think there was maybe some people who just saw it on Steam and just like click buy and open it up and it's like, wait, no multiplayer, no multiplayer. But in general, it's been nice to see that kind of our messaging and, just kind of this transparency and reinforcement that we've been going out about the status and what to expect. Like, setting expectations is very important. And I don't know, here's a question for some of you guys. Just for you who are here today, do you feel that was done well? Do you think, expectations and hype was set accordingly? Now, I know like some of the hype, a lot of it was talking about the future, and there's, it's hard for us not to get excited, and there is the best is yet to come kind of thing. That's why we always were trying to rein it back in. Like, even though we were talking about water, NPCs, and all this stuff, we also said, right, look, but right now, this is what the game is, and only buy it if you're ready to, spend the money now to get it and to jump in and to kind of play from the start as it develops. And I think many of you guys who have picked it up, I think you'll look back on this era. Like, let's give it a year, let's give it 2 years, whatever. I'll be, oh yeah, I remember when SE2 released and it was like this, it just was that. And now look at it. The same way we looked at SE1. And I do think the journey will be different. It's not going to just be, there's been 11, nearly 12 years of Space Engineers 1. I don't think that, the exact path SE2 takes will not be the same, right? Like, planets and so on, things will be coming quicker to SE2. And there'll be new things, water, all this stuff. So, yeah, I'm rambling here. My eyes aren't even on the chat. But, yeah, I think just give it a little bit. And I think the people who maybe aren't happy right now, I think they'll come around. I think, it'll just be some time. And I think we really tried. We don't want to have people unhappy. But the reality is that a lot of the people, which is great to see, a lot of the people who are playing right now are actually having a great time of it. That's been really nice. Like, they see, okay, it's creative mode. This is for builders to get stuck in with the unified grid system. People are really happy with the visuals, the lighting. I saw so many really cool creations and tests of the lights already. So that's been really cool. And nearly everyone's saying, like, there's no multiplayer, there's no this. But I think a lot of people are really excited to have been part of this journey from this point. I mean, is there anyone in the chat today who really thinks that Keen shouldn't have, shouldn't have released it yet and should have like waited more time? There's only a few reasons why that's a better thing, but I see many people really saying that like why not? If you don't want to, if you want multiplayer or survival to play, just don't play yet. Like it's not gonna. But there's a lot of people who are super grateful already. I'm seeing excited just to be playing with it and able to give feedback and get stuck in right now. Maybe even if they end up in back in SE1 in a couple days or weeks or whatever it will be. I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling. Let me have a look at Twitch. YouTube, daily stream, daily upload. All right, John. Might as well stream. Andrew, welcome. Whoever's joining us. 9 a.m. on the East Coast. Good to see your iteration. Now that the game is out, there's no longer a blockade of information. Will we have 25 centimeter? I don't know about there will be mechanical parts. I don't know about the sizes that will come in Red Infernal, but I would hope so. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it? 25 centimeter hinges, 50 centimeter hinges, and 2.5. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, to be honest, because I know Darklew's there. Oh, Darklew, welcome as well. Now that I stopped rambling, I can also reply to some questions here, because there wasn't that much time for questions, but I'm happy to answer some questions as well. Anyway, that was my rant. Everything promised for VS1 was present, and it looks proper beautiful. Kind of sucks there are pictures from multiple engineers. Yeah, I get that. I think that I did see some comments about the trailers. I mean, that was just. I mean, that maybe that was the hyping thing, right? And obviously, you know, I think the release trailer was kind of pretty gameplay heavy. And if you think about of SE1 videos, trailers, they barely ever show gameplay. It's just got, I mean, people like it in SE1 because it's a little bit different. But I think the SE2 release trailer, the whole point of this kind of vlog style recording was like showing more of the gameplay. And I know the multiplayer, I wasn't even that much aware of it until yesterday. I saw some people commenting on it. And I think maybe that confused some people. But I think, again, if you'd watched the streams and not the streams, if you'd read more about the, you know, what was in it, I think you would have realized that's not the case. I don't know. I think part of that is like, how to word it? Like, I think that is some of it probably is a bit hyping, isn't it? But you know, it's a look at what it will be, if that makes sense. But I think that's why it was important that the release video showed more so like what the you know, gameplay would be like. So let's have a little look here. Get Marek recording it. Yes, I know. We got to find it because someone. I mean, if you have a second, if anyone can find me a clip of Marek saying, "Do not buy it," boom, do not buy the game. I'll have it at the ready. So if so, look, I played it last night. Finally, dude, I loved it. Can't wait to see what else is to come. Hey, Dust Blazing, welcome. SE2 Showcase, can handle it perfectly. Yeah, we'll do some SE2 Showcase. Maybe I'll leave it a couple more days to cook. People are still building. I've seen some amazing shit. I think one ship that stood out to me. Your ship was nice, John. I think I saw a ship by who was it? It's killing me. It was really detailed. It was a small ship with the windows. It was super detailed. I want to say Iteration, but maybe Iteration. But I've gone blank. But it was in my Discord, and it was super nice. Yeah, SE2 Showcase will be interesting. I think we'll just have to share like a G drive or something like that. SE2 works perfect my rig. I scare it wouldn't. Let them know which to be. Yeah. Let me scroll down here. Only thing missing is a jukebox. How you doing, Black Sheep? Good to see you. Can you hear bringing early access and minion back? Manix, I just realized SE2 is cheaper than Lego. There you go, Philip. I mean, you buy a Lego set. I bought one recently, it's 100 euros, and that's, I build it once and that's it. Yeah, I mean, make Space Engineers Legos, seem pretty good value there. Yeah, the showcase. So I know there's some, when will the showcase be? I'm talking about SE1 showcase. So yeah. Well, I think we'll probably do an SE1 stream on the weekend, and we'll probably get through the showcase that we have there. I don't quite know. Yeah. So, Shaq is here. No freaking way. Shaq, I'm not sure if I didn't really have time on it was split C streams. I didn't want to hijack it, but you are on my list, sir, to reach out to. It's been too long. And I hope you're doing well. I caught some of Shaq's stream last night as well. I mean, I didn't catch it live. I watched it back, and Shaq. I think I went towards the end as well, and saw kind of your summary on it. And I think I definitely understand. I think a lot of the things you said, and I think your community also had some pretty things, comments that I think I guess I was personally expecting. So. Yeah, Manix, welcome. How you doing? I deliver C2 currently. Looking forward to seeing what it becomes. Only a little grip I lack is I didn't realize it too. What do you mean? Sorry, do you mean like the fact that the 25 centimeter grid isn't like it's like a detailing cube, right? Is that what you mean? One question: my current processor is bad. Will it get better for low-end CPUs? So what kind of CPU do you have? There is a couple issues. And I know that was something that Shaq actually had, Shaq, again, I joined the stream. The first thing he did note the game was really chugging. And I think he changed the settings. He made the settings higher to make the graphics run better. So I don't know exactly what was on with Shaq's, but judging by the reviews and judging by comments, I think for the majority of people, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, maybe for the majority of people, it seems that it's running pretty well. I mean, it's running fine on my PC. So I don't know if it's some. Now there's something with Intel Arc. Some people there is some known things which is being worked on, but it's very hard to know because that's the thing. There's like a bazillion different combinations of PC specs, but I mean I haven't seen an overwhelming thing that people think it's not running well. So I'm really curious there. So Exploding Wolves. How much brutality do you think that blue? Yeah, I know. So I think there's going to be a hotfix today. I think still. So I know there was one of the things is there are several crashes which I think were quite frustrating for people. So that especially yeah, if you're mid game or something. Yeah, thanks, Black Sheep. What did you guys think of the trailer? I didn't make the trailer, but what did you think of the trailer? It was an interesting style. It was a different one made by Janusz. Yeah, fair. Very much wait and see deal for me. Looking forward to seeing how developers drop to medium. You dropped to okay, interesting. For some reason, I remember someone in the chat saying that Shaq went up and turned his graphics up, and the FPS got better. And out of interest, Shaq, are you playing on 4K or 1080p? Because I can't believe you're at 1080p and having to run medium. Because if you're on 1080p and running medium, and I imagine you have a decent PC, Shaq, I feel like that's got to be some issue. I'm just wondering if you're running a high resolution there. That's the other thing as well, you guys. Like, what are you running? What kind of resolutions are you playing SE at? Because I know that's true. To be fair, when I'm playing at 4K, I will drop the graphics just to make sure it stays smooth. That is something. But at least on my system. But I haven't got the best system in the world, so. Yeah, mouse things is a thing, like mouse sensitivity. A lot of people apparently miss the invert. Let me get the game up here while I yap. I'm yapping because I'm not going to stream too long today, guys. I'm just going to stream a couple hours, maybe even like an hour or a half more. But the idea is that I'll wake up and we'll do more streams this week, I think, especially, and we'll see if it works. We'll see if anyone watches. I see some American people up, NA love, which is good because I always was thinking, like it's too early for the 60% of the normal audience who is US based to tune in, but that's great to see people. All right, well, I'm running at 4K right now, I think. Let me get the game up here. Oh, it's crazy. I can finally run the game without it having to hide it. It runs pretty well on a laptop, and I'm way below the minimum. That's interesting. I don't get it. It runs a lot better than I expected. Yeah, because people are making memes like, I'm going to have to get a NASA computer for this new SE and stuff. But a lot of people, I didn't do the voiceover. No, that's not my accent. I wish it was. Around 80 to 60 FPS, high settings. Have a 2080 Ultra, 9900K, 32 gig of RAM. How loud is this game? It's not the same as before. Let me launch the open it up. Yeah, I'm wondering, Shaq. I don't know. Like mine, I got a 3080, which is, I guess, pretty good, but I don't know. I need that 5090. Okay, let me see the game. Where is the game? I've got to change the window. Space Engineers 2. I can't believe it. Got to make sure I'm not on the VS2 branch or anything like that, right? Now, what is funny, I'll tell you this. It's funny to me that some people already found a way to spawn in water. I shouldn't be advertising it probably, but you'll find it. You see it on Reddit. I saw some people sharing links. They found a way to don't get too hyped about it because it's not supposed to be there. And it's just like, it's not like this nice picture here. It's some like blobs or whatever. But of course, the players found a way quite quickly. I'm also wondering what other things the players will find in the files. There's always some hints there. So here we are in the intro here. But also, just a question for Shaq, because I know I was watching his video. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely understand, even besides Keen. Keen's one thing, right? And I think in general, I still feel like the early access cultural thing is definitely a thing that is still, well, I think compared to 2013, there's a lot more people now who do wait for for version 1.0 and stuff. But I say we really try to be as transparent as possible. It really, and I think there obviously would have been a discussion internally, like, do we keep it, how long behind closed doors? But the reality is right now we're getting like really solid feedback on those core building principles, right? The control system, stuff like this. So it's easier to take that take that focus feedback on the things that are there and get those better. Because imagine, I don't know, like if the game dropped, let's say the game dropped, like, you know, with planets and water and all this stuff, like it could be, I mean, I think the things, it's not to say that things couldn't be improved, but this like as the game is developing even internally, this allows for a better kind of feedback loop for what is there, to build upon it. And I think as Marek and, you know, we've been saying, it's like we really don't want people to buy this and be disappointed. So that it really is like, if you want to join us in the journey and be a part of it from the beginning, and feedback on things as they're added, and just kind of, you know, maybe it'll sit in your library for a bit, you know, that's fine. But, you know, if you are like, you know, you're when you're choosing what games to buy and stuff, you're like, you know, you're a bit more, you know, you got a bit more limits there. Then it's hard because there's more and more amazing games on the market. We live in a world now where if you look at the number of Steam games or games in general release, it's like exponential. So there's more and more games kind of competing with, I think, everyone's attention. And it's yeah, I don't know what I'm saying here, but I think the reality is that I want you guys to know this from me. I'm biased, aren't I? But me personally is that it's coming from a good place, and I know that, you know, I do see some disappointment in the community for sure, and I think multiplayer is actually one of the largest ones, and I think that's just because I think if there was multiplayer, for example, you could at least be derping around, you know, messing around with the grids, even if it was a basic, like, I don't know, like a 4-player multiplayer or something. That I think that's probably the I think that's the that's one thing that I'm seeing. I think that, you know, but the funny thing, part of me is, his 11 years of feedback, SE2 gameplay at the moment isn't any different to SE1. That's kind of true, but then even the you know, when it comes to like controls and I'm trying to think here, there are certain things that are trying to be, even though it's somehow following SE1, there's I already mentioned that the path that it takes, I do believe, is going to be different in some ways. So and I think the blog post put it in a better and more eloquent way, but I think when we talked about like code base and things like this, and I think, is convoluted the right word for that? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely hear that. I definitely hear that. But I think I'm trying to think of the best way to hit that there. There was I need to bring it because I had to bring up the blog post here because it was written out in a really good way that I think I probably could be more eloquent than me rambling here. Hold on a second here, because it was written like, and I get the let me see. Hold on, FAQ. Yeah, I mean, the SE1 code base became complex and convoluted. I mean, this is, I guess, more about like why it wasn't an update for SE1. But I mean, and the other thing is as well is that I mean, coming back to the, you know, the feedback on, you know, so I think, Shaq, you're saying that, you know, maybe the feedback wasn't necessary because you could just look at SE1 and just, you know, make it. But then I think I'm asking just the people here today, right? But would you guys have rather have waited like 3 more years, I guess, without any access, and then just had it with more features? And then maybe some of you guys, you'd say yes, actually. And if we did a worldwide poll, I don't know where the final results are in, but what I am seeing is that there's a ton of people, and it seems like the majority of people are actually happy to, and are just happy to get stuck in with it, even though, you know, it doesn't have, you know, a lot of those things. I have these feelings, you know. I'm just really curious. We should get like a poll here, rather than will and wait. Yes, no, maybe 1 year. The disappointment for me is the return to SE out for depth releasing. I think the thing is as well is that I don't think it's going to be. It's not like, okay, it took 11 years for SE1 to get to the point it's at. So we'd have to wait 10 years for SE2. I don't think it's going to play out like that, because the reality is that SE1 never had 70 people working on it. And a lot was learned during the development of SE1 from like a development point of view, and the team, and procedures and efficiency. So I think that the team is as strong as ever and as efficient as ever. I mean, like Marek kind of gave some hints about like when to expect these things like planets and the next, like he said VS2. I think he said VS2. I get this right, like about 6 months or something like that. So I mean, we're not having any hard dates, but so within the next 6 months, that means there's gonna be workshop, modding support, and modding is going to be coming early. And I think modding, you guys know how I feel about modding, and modding is going to be so good in this game. Like, it's going to be so much more accessible and powerful, especially as time goes on. So I'm really excited about that, and modders can get their teeth into it earlier and in a more expanded way, but also in a like I'm blank. Oh, but there'll be guides, the stuff like that. Like, you guys know, modding in SE1 for the longest time, a lot of community members were kind of the people who guided new modders and stuff like that. But the kind of documentation, having guides for modding is all those things that I think with the new tools of Virid Editor is so. Let me see here. Let's have a look. I'd rather have it now. I'm just going to read some comments. Nah. Oh, let me see. Nah, it's good you released. Hell nah. I'd rather have it now. Again, if you want more features, just wait to buy it. Maybe just starting with VS. Maybe the workshop would have been good if you had the workshop went from the day one. I'm happy to get SE now. SE2 now feels like I felt like I have a voice on its future. Having building in creative is nice though. No matter how long we have to wait, still better. I'm still kind of worried that survival might only see minor improvements. So far, we got is trust me, bro. Yeah. I mean, I can't really talk on it right now, Imber, but I think. Again, the idea is still that everything is going to be a big step up. That's the mission. Maybe not 3 years, long enough to get conveyors and hydrogen thrusters. No multiplayer on oversight. Play 5 hours and on board. Personally, still waiting, but people should have. Personally, I'm still waiting, but people should have the choice to join the development process. 100% yes. I would rather have had them wait till we had something the community could bite into. Would have liked to have basic armor shapes in the first. Other than that, armor shapes. What do you mean, Roto? More shapes. Bigger release and more features would bring more players. I think it was just for SE1 fans. Well, the thing is, in some ways, yes. I mean, like, I think that there'll be bigger, maybe when it hits version 1.0 and stuff, I think there's still some key opportunities for kind of, again, one of the things we talk about is the fact this game is supposed to be, the aim is on both ends of the spectrum. So it's going to be much more accessible so that you're not like, you jump in, you're completely like, whoa, what's going on, At the same time, on the advanced end, you're going to be able to build more in more detail and build, wilder things than SE1. So on both ends, it's going to be, the potential on the high end is bigger, but also it's going to be more accessible and more intuitive. I'd say that, because I know I've got friends who, a lot of even family friends, oh, check out SE1 and stuff, and they jump into it, and then they're like, whoa, I've no idea what's going on here. So I'm hoping that I think in some ways, I mean, we're saying that the thing right now is for the builders and who just want to really get in with the new systems, the new 25 centimeter grid system and all that. Anyway, I'm rambling too much. Sorry. As you guys can see, I got a lot of thoughts on this, and yeah, let me see a little. SE2 is already better in many ways, and that's the other thing, Eric. Like, there's less in the game than SE1, but at the same time, it's in some ways, if you do compare the two releases, it's clearly like a step up, if that makes sense. If we're talking obviously graphically, but like even like the paint gun or the unified grid system. So I think you guys can see that with the coming features as well, is that like, even though you might feel like it's following a similar path to SE1, like the things that come will still be this like big improvement. All the systems will be this big improvement over SE1, if that makes sense. Anyway, it's very interesting to read the thoughts here. Ooh, I need a drink in a second here. Considering under what pretense Keen released it, it's completely fine to do the way. All right, let's have a poll. Can the mods do that? Can I do it? How do you do that, actually? I forgot. Oh, God. Oh, ad. Maybe I can do it here. Ad. Engage with your audience. Start a Q&A. All right. I'll ask this question. Are you okay? So are you okay with the fact with SE2 releasing now? And the questions we can have: yes, I got it, guys. I'm already doing it. I got it. Yeah. Happy to get stuck in. Or I mean, I won't even bother putting that because it could be you might be happy it's released, but you don't have it yet. You're just happy that some people are playing it and getting them in. But okay, I won't even put that. I'll just put yes, no, yes, no, and maybe you'll see other option. Yes, no, and like 50-50. 50-50 and like are you okay with? So 50-50 is like you're kind of happy, but you maybe like, I don't know, you're kind of torn. So I'll do it like that. Start poll, and you guys can let me know. We got 190 odd people in the chat. All right. So let me know on the poll, guys. Hit it up. We got nearly 100 people, what's the word? Like a nice group there. That's not, it's hard. You can't speak, of course, for the thousands of players out there. We got a little group here who are watching. Maybe people who watch me are more biased. I don't know. I don't know. It's true. Like I visited the Steam forums, and as you guys know, the Steam forums are always a different kind of vibe. But yes. So 69%. Oh my goodness. Outrageous. Let's have a look here. I'm scrolling up. I really want to read your comments here, guys. But you actually, damn, I'll tell you what, John. There's more going on YouTube than Twitch, to be honest. I still like streaming on Twitch more. No offense to YouTube. Like I like I don't know what it is, like the chat of stuff, but I'm struggling to keep up with all the comments here on YouTube. It does happen on Twitch, but damn, I'm sorry to be honest. Same YouTubers saying you should wait. We criticize you for not releasing sooner, for giving us feedback, even if lacking gameplay. So you're saying, JH, we couldn't win. Like if we announce SE2 or something and then made everyone wait like 2 years. Well, we got some YouTubers in the chat. I mean, I don't know. Like maybe. Why is my stupid webcam lagging? I gotta get a new webcam, guys, because it used to be fine. It's now like 9 years old, and it just starts to like lagging now. I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to read. I'm just gonna skim read. Will you guys have a stronger marketing for SE2 official release? I think so. Again, we have so many lessons that have been learned of SE1. You've no idea, and there's some great changes on all aspects. We've got the technical, the community aspects. I really, genuinely, I'm biased, I know, but I genuinely feel that everything will be better. Call us out when it's not. Please do. Please call us out. I'm happy to access the now with the blocks, but playing without controller support makes it very difficult for me. Just with like gamepad support, right? Modded planets are 4 vs3. Well, I do wonder, because modding's coming out, I'm always joking, will we see multiplayer and planets in Space Engineers before officially, because you guys will be like modding it? I don't know. We're very curious to see what's possible. Let me scroll down. Modding API in SE1 is good. I'm happy to see how much better. Yes, that's very good. Imagine this. The game is massively changing with every patch, as it should. Now imagine modders trying to mod around that. I mean, that is one thing. Which was a battle of SE1 with that, sometimes updates would break mods, and that it's I like to also think that moving forward that will happen less, is part of that process and the kind of the testing group and everything like that. I'm excited for the current version. There's a great build as the community will do with it. I mean, me too. I mean, I'm a terrible builder, to be honest. I would say lower the price raise after content increase like Minecraft did. Let's see. We have less armor shapes than SE1. Missing a lot of basic blocks is a shame. Hello, is water co-developing? We've made it. I don't know. No, I mean, the water is something that's been in the works for 3 years already. It went from kind of just basic like 2D 2D simulations, and then there actually was some testing that in SE1 as well, like in V-Rage 2 or whatever. And I mean, water's a huge feature. Honestly, I didn't expect how much I'd enjoy building an SE2. Well, here's another question for you guys when I get to the bottom of the chat. How many of you have like played SE2 and then gone back into SE1? And what has your feeling been after doing that? And that's from the building feeling, not ignoring the blocks, I'm talking more about the building experience, that makes sense, but also like the graphics, because I always still think it's not until I go back to SE1 we're like, oh damn, okay, like the ray tracing and all this stuff is a huge step up. So let me see here. I'm still reading. I'm trying to absorb this information. Rather use this question, but you can change your engineer suit color. Wait, let me have a look. Hold on. So the poll is roughly in 88 votes. This is actually really good because I think we got like 98 people watching. So nearly everybody voted. So 72% of people in this chat have said it's okay. They're okay with SE2 releasing now, regardless of whether they have it or not or whatever. 6% say no. So 6% of people here today in the chat think that it should have cooked longer. And then 23% saying that it's 50-50, like kind of okay, maybe it should have waited a little bit longer, So, and what's funny about that poll is that it seems to match up kind of with the Steam reviews. We're at 80% right now, and there's like 70, and if you plus some of the that's kind of weird. If you halve that 50-50, you get like 11. So if you combine the yes plus the 50-50, you kind of end up at the 80%. So maybe it is that kind of like 20%. I think the majority of Steam reviews negative that I've seen, it's there are obviously a lot of people saying, oh, it's no multiplayer, and some people I think didn't realize there wasn't multiplayer, like they loaded it up and they were surprised and so on. So that obviously they missed the information, I guess. Some had some crashes, and that's never fun. Like they couldn't load it up, or it was crashing, or the performance was really bad on their systems. But yeah, I think the majority of negative reviews was probably like there's not enough features for me right now. So that's very interesting. I'm not going to take this too scientifically, just because of the relatively small. What's the term for that? I'm too tired, guys. Too early for a stream for me. Anyway. I'm happy releasing the state. It's the point of early access. Patches and updates won't break mods unless the devs change things. All the devs have to do is leave the modding stuff or have the system grading. It's a big hot topic right now. Into to talk about. Yeah, Shaq. I'm always down for a chat. And I there's only so much influence I have. I mean, I have my own opinions and so on, but I always love a good old yap. Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, because they can just not change things in a game in a Vertex Life Alpha. Well, the difference is, I like to think that having modding on so early and having the access to the same tools that our developers use for making the game should, in a sense, be, I think, a sign that I hope that Keen really does care about modders. And I think I can't comment on the future. I don't know. I can't promise, that the game won't break mods or whatever. I don't know yet. I really don't know how that will play out. But yeah, I mean, you guys know that getting access to tools, it's. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think a lot of SE1 modding is really done by community tools. So anyway, let's go down here. Exactly what is it? It's alpha, not meant for. What the hell just happened there? It's a bunch of messages deleted. I don't even see what there was. We can open it. Let's see, what is this? Oh, I see. Bro player. Oh, yeah, I will play soon. Sorry. So sorry. I know. There's probably some people on Twitch or YouTube actually playing. I'm just yapping, but I will play soon because we haven't got that much time today. We can have more time tomorrow, maybe. Let me have a look. I lost everything. Oh, God. I can't scroll. Oh, no. I lost the chat. I can't scroll up. There's too many comments. Oh, what the hell's going on? I'm so... Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, God. You guys are chatting so much. I'm so far behind. I'm gonna have to give up, I think. I'm so far behind. I'm like multiple pages behind here. I'm never going to read things. Oh God. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna skim read and not even read them. I think what I'll say is, Shaq, on that point about profitability, I think Marek mentioned it. I think in terms of revenue and stuff, I think Keen is in a good place. So I know there's been some things in the industry right now, but I think right now, like, everything's good. I think there's no concerns there. Yeah, Steam, but biased, wretched hive of scum and villainy. Oh, he's talking about Steam, guys. Why don't all of you in the chat right now just take a second to go to Steam, to spread some love and positivity. Like, oh, isn't it a wonderful day today? Oh, the flowers outside and stuff. I don't know, like we need to like do like a Steam takeover or something where we gather up the, you know, most optimistic players out there. I don't know. Yeah. But I think that's not just SE. Like you go to the Steam forums of any game, it's always a ride. Anyway, okay. Reading. I might have to go back and read these comments after the stream's finished, guys, because it's out of control here. This is why them big streamers don't even try to read all the chat messages. It's nice though. Especially the day after. We're literally less than 24 hours after it's released, so it's very nice for me to read these. So I am reading, guys. Okay, I think we're kind of going around in circles a little bit here, guys. I mean, no, not circles, but I've seen people kind of back and forth about EA, and so on. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, about a good place. No, honestly, I mean, Marek said it like, I think, you know, we're prepped for the future in more ways than one. Yeah. And remember, guys, there's a thing as well, which let's just change it. Okay, no, let's not talk about it. Let's play, and then we can talk later. There's one thing I wanted to quickly say was like, the other thing as well is some people talking about SE1, like, oh, SE1, yeah, what about SE1, all the things. Well, like, guys, there's I think I can say there's like, you know, there's like 2 or 3 updates, you know, cooking for SE1, and they're really, really, really nice. So I think, you know, oh, the blocks. Oh, sorry. I know this is terrible. I do this to you, but like just recently, like literally like 3 or 4 days ago, I saw some of the blocks that are coming for SE1, and I was like, perfect. So I think that if you're into Space Engineers, I think Space Engineers 1 will keep you busy for still some time, to be honest. And I do think that, you know, in terms of player base and count, like I think we'll see people like, you know, we'll have like it's so laggy webcam, it's killing me. You'll see like SE2, we had this big spike, everyone checked it out. Oh god, I can't do this. The graph, hold on, here's the graph. Oh no, yeah. So we got the graph, and we got like SE2 non-released, then we got SE1 just ticking by. SE1's, you know, pretty sustained playership, right? So we had this big peak, SE2 comes in. This is my prediction, not Keen's prediction, by the way. All words are my own, or so on. So I think it'll be like this. It'll come down, right? It already has. Like there's right now more people playing SE1. So SE1 will be here, and probably SE1 will be having little rises as these new updates come out. But I think gradually it'll be falling off. I think people will be playing even in years to come, but it will be falling off. And in the meantime, so hold on, this is SE1 here. It'll be like whoop, 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 like gradually trailing off. In the meantime, SE2 is like boom, everyone checks it out, and then they play, and then you know, Steam Workshop will come out. It'll be like, oh, that's nice. I'm start sharing. I think that will be a big jump, to be honest, when people can start sharing stuff and checking out other things. And then, you know, it'll be the base will be higher, and then modding, and that will cause some new mods, and maybe who knows what modders will create. And then, you know, it'll be something like this, and then and SE1 will still be up here. SE1 will still be here. But gradually, you know, planet survival, boom, another big bump, and this. And then at some point, I'd be really curious when we'll see this, like, cross, where, like, basically there'll be that threshold, and enough of SE2, there'll be enough in SE2 that, even though there might be still more in SE1 in terms of total number of features, but there'll be enough in SE2, and SE2 with the building system and the modding and the community that are there will be enough to, you know, like kind of transfer enough. This is just my prediction. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but this is how I kind of see it playing out. But as you say, like the drop, people have jumped into SE2, they've played around with the creator, they built some ships, and especially if they're not builders and they're really more survival players, they probably won't check it out until the next update, maybe. So I don't think anything's too surprising right now. But anyway. Yes. Let's actually, Zoc actually playing the game is the biggest surprise of the SE2 release. Oi. So yes. Okay, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play. I will. Please carry on the comments though, guys. I will read it later. But let's go. I don't want to play the new game. I want to see what I've got on my loads. Where's the Oh, this is the trailer modules. I think you've never seen this before. We can check out this. I also want to check out the if you're wondering, I haven't got many plays here because I've been playing on this. This is my stream PC, but most of my worlds are on the other PC. So I haven't actually played on this PC that much because I didn't want to accidentally stream SE2. Something like that. So, all right. So. Oh, now I've got like an FPS counter. What am I at right now? So I'm running. Oh, okay. So I'm not at 4K. I have got a 4K monitor, but I'm at currently 1440p. I got my variable refresh rate. Hell yeah. That's a nice thing that SE2 has as well. If you got a G-Sync or FreeSync monitor, very nice. And I've currently running, interesting, some custom stuff. I guess I don't really remember what I was doing here. Like I turn high, I don't really know, anti-aliasing, FSR. FXA for smoother edges, SFR to upscale for sharper visuals and better frame rates. Some other things people talking up would be DLSS. I also think that DLSS, oh God, I can't say it quickly, DLSS, it's one of those controversial things, isn't it? I think, here's a hot take, well, not a hot take. I saw a lot of people discussing this recently, and it's, in some ways it's amazing. I saw this Cyberpunk thing with a 5090 running at like maxed out settings, 4K, like 300 FPS. But I have heard this thing recently that a lot of gamers are kind of feeling that they're worried about DLSS because it doesn't look as good as like native resolution. And I think there's this recent fear that devs get lazy and they whip on DLSS and they're like, oh, okay, the frame rate's like, doubled or whatever. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? Just for Space Engineer's take, we're not working on DLSS right now or anything like that. I mean, the team's already always looking at, new graphical technologies and so on. And I think, if it seems that players want it and so on, like I think it could happen. To be honest, I just say that it's not something planned, but it's just saying that even that is apparently a kind of a hot topic recently. A lot of people saying that DLSS is kind of ruining games because there's certain, because it's using like AI upscaling, right? There's certain like artifacts, if you want to call them like that. So I don't know. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about that. But I don't know. This just came to my mind as I saw this setting mode here. But anyway, so here is the trailer modules world. I think I'm in. There we go. Oh, I'm playing Space Engineers finally. Maybe people will actually watch the stream now. John has to cut out like, what was it, an hour of yapping? But John, here's another question for you, mate. Do you think you'll you reckon you'll actually cut down this or something? Because you didn't do anything with the last ones, but I think that's probably more because the music, right? Anyway, look at this stuff. This is a beautiful one. So you might remember some of these from the trailers. Except I think the what's my FPS right now? It's pretty smooth. At least I'm not on 4K. I don't know if you guys want me to change the graphics at all, but I have this NVIDIA overlay thing which shows your GPU usage and your FPS. I'm at 50% GPU usage and 15% CPU right now in this world. So anyway, so we have some of the modules here. That's something that I'm still getting used to, this like the jetpack mode, like this like precision mode here in terms of jetpack, because it's almost like the old SE1 and you kind of have to remember to use the boost to get around quicker here. So where's the sound? Oh, hold on. John will kill me for having music. John will have to cut that out. But now I'm gonna have to go to the menu and I'm gonna have to turn off the music. That's a shame. It's such nice music as well, John. Well, John, you've got the Pioneer Edition, right? You can whip on I guess you can add some SE2 music post, right? All right, there we go. You can hear them clunky sounds. I saw some really amazing light testing on X, Twitter. They would like, someone was doing the test where you have like 3 different color lights and you were shining it through like a hole. There's some really amazing things going on there. So I probably should have started with this, the main station, because hold on a second. How many people are seeing this for the first time? I don't know. Like, I assume most people here are like, you know, regulars. But is anyone like witnessing SE2 gameplay for the first time right now? Give me a little like 07. I'm really curious. In before the comments, though, where are these ships on the Steam Workshop? Like, look at this beast. Look at this. I don't think we showed this on stream yet. These are some amazing ships built by our game designers, and you guys are probably finding that it takes a lot longer to build ships with the detail. So I bet some of you guys, I mean, I don't know, I should probably ask if we can put these somewhere. No, we have a Steam Workshop, and maybe I can put like a Google Drive link or something, because this is some stunning work by our designers. I guess I'll come in here and show the partial copy here. So let's bring this out. We'll do the so let's take like this this beam here. So we're gonna do I've gone blank. There we go, control. I'm going to do partial copy, control P. I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to do, and then like this, I'm going to select the face. Where is that? Left face. Now, I know there's also a lot of, Hold on, that's growing out. Hold on, that's growing up. Okay. This gets me down sometimes. Wait. Yes, I'm very, oh, there we go. Finally got there, okay. And it's nice, it shows you what, with a little red, it shows you exactly what's being captured there. So we've got all of these pieces. That's good. Oh, not that. There we go. Then we can go. Oh no, I messed it up. Okay, I've got to start all over again, I think. Yeah, I messed it up somehow. I don't know how I did that. Okay. What is going on, actually? Okay, we're fine. Okay, let's try one more time. Here we go. So in. I keep pressing the wrong freaking button. Hold on. No! Okay. Believe it or not, guys, I have done this before. But, right. Okay, now it's working okay. I don't know, maybe it's like a misclick or something. All right, there we go. I know. Well, you guys let me know how it is going back to SE1 in a few when you're like, oh, let's check out this. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted. So now I'm going to confirm that. And now I got this nice thing. America already said that they're going to have like there's going to be a thing that'll be like direct to toolbar. Because right now you have to, like direct to blueprint. Because right now you have to do this. You're going to come in. We do a nice angle here. Look at that. That's a nice thing. Control B. We're going to click that. Take a nice screeny. And we'll call this beam. Now we're going to add that. Press G. We're going to go to our blueprints. You can see, oh, I've got some other, oh, look, you guys can see some of the other ships I have here. The Delphos here, look at this. Leaks here, not really leaks, just from the trailer. Oh, the Asteros, oh, ooh, some nice stuff here. Anyway, and now I'm going to bring this and put it on my toolbar. I know, there's a lot of muscle memory you guys have from SE1. It's going to take some time. That's for sure. So, I'll be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing right now with this, but I'm just going to add some nice greeble. Now, I'm not that good at building a Space Engineers, but now I can be, because I just did the greeble. We can make it a bit tidy here. We can cut off the ends, no problemo. But oh, wait. Oh, well, hold on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but wait. Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't wait for the stories we have from players that are like, you wouldn't believe that time that undo redo saved me. Right. So I added some. The greeblers out there, the hardcore greeblers are going to have to step up their game because I think greebling ships is going to become more accessible. But I think people will like it because I think I'm still like saying there will be like. I really want. I recently saw the blueprint screen. Like, I think we can say it because it's like there's. Yeah, I'm gonna just double check. Yeah, I think it was already filmed at the event. Like the kind of work in progress, like workshop screen, in-game workshop screen, and there's some very nice hints on the right hand side about some of the different categories of grids, I'd say. But what I want to see like a way for like people to publish like packs of modules. So like the one that comes to mind again, the JD Hawks. You know, I forgot the name. Like JD Hawks. I don't know the name of the faction, but like or like the Roni, God, I'm so blank. I'm so tired. The Roni Sigma pack, you know, and it will be like a specially branded pack for all the. You know the point, right? So people could load it up, and it'd be sick if you could like. I don't know how it would appear. I don't know. I'm just theorizing here, guys. But then you could basically imagine like right now, if you've got like you've got blocks here. Like imagine if you could have, like here is blueprints, but I'm wondering if it could change where you could have like, you know, you have like mod packs and you have modded blocks. But imagine if there was like a module thing or something like that. And you could be like, oh, you know, Roni's pack and, you know, Rotal's pack and Oomba's pack, Shaq's pack. And there would be, in here, there would be like, it wouldn't be, and there would be like a collection of smaller, you know, grids or blocks like this. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know, maybe I'm just tripping right now. But, and they could be with a certain theme and style and paint and so on. But, oh, I know I dream about Roni. It's tough. It's very tough. I never thought it'd be this way, but he got to me, John. I know it's hard. The only good thing is, John, I think when we first started doing the YouTube stuff, it was like, what the hell is a Roni? But he has become, for better or for worse, known by people watching stuff, I think. But anyway, I'll ban from saying Roni the rest of the stream. So there is some things that make it. Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. Boom, done. There was some comments on one of the streams saying that. Oh no, I messed it up. Here. That oh no, I can do it. Saying that it's kind of hard to place the blueprints like this. There needs to be a better way of doing it. Like even now, I'm struggling a little bit with this. I did particularly badly on that stream, the Keen stream that people are referencing, because it was very awkward. Like I wasn't at my home. Oh, I can't. Okay, how should I best do this? Because that's right, but I need to shift it to the right. It's because I can't place anything. I think there's a thing. I think the other thing that Marek mentioned is there's going to be a thing, guys, where you can change the anchor point or something like that. I think that's something that's being brought up, that you'll be able to change like the anchor point of a thing. Like, don't quote me on it. You will, but don't. Because, like, oh, I got it in the end. But, you know, stuff like that to maybe, you know, so. Yeah, Roni's the main character of the channel. He's like the antagonist or something. But I think we had to train people because I think, like, people didn't really know. Anyway, you guys see what I'm doing here? Like, I don't even know. I'm just slapping down this beam and just... Like, I know, here's like a plain sheet of armor. Looks pretty nice. But what could it do better? Oh, it's going to fit perfectly. Who would have thought? Look at that. Boom. And now we got more detail on this amazing grid made. Maybe anyone join the stream, I can be like, hey, I built this ship. I wish. Right. Let me go into this one, because I love this one as well. You got, like... Have you seen this, guys? That we got, like, the car containers here on the side. Got some decoration around them. And I love this. It reminds me of like the Vulture from Star Citizen, or is it the Vulture, or like the Crucible, was it? I can't remember. But you kind of have like this deck out front, so we can run around here for a sec. Needs to like BPs. I think that'll be a thing. Again, I'm sometimes hallucinating about like what is going to be in SE2, because I've seen, you know, obviously a bit more than the average person. So there's some things that I'm like, oh yeah, that's coming. There's some things that I think that's coming. I think that's been talked about. Maybe I'm just imagining, or I want that myself. I don't know. Look at the poll. Ooh, the poll's slipping down. More and more people. Maybe after I've started playing, people are like, what are they saying here? Is it shifting towards the no? No, it's just shifting towards the 50-50, it looks like, on the poll. So more people are 50-50 about it releasing right now. Well, we can talk about it. We can definitely, and we definitely can analyze it, and we can look back in a couple of years' time and decide, with some times past, you know, how good the idea was to release it now. But at the end of the day, guys, it has happened. So, well, I'll say this: like in general, I haven't had that bad performance. Like, obviously, I'm not on running on extreme right now, but I know on 1080p I had no problems. I just know that I was trying to get it. I did want it to stay at 60, so. Oh, this thing has no gyroscopes, I think. What do you guys think of this ship, by the way? Oh, yeah. What a pretty game SE2 is. Like, even now, it looks a little bit laggier on the OBS than it does on my... Maybe that's just the stream. I don't know. And I have to watch. Like, out of 10, how smooth is the stream, guys? Is it looking smooth, or is it smooth on my screen? But sometimes OBS chugs, but it's just like the encoding or something. I don't know. I'm doing some fast movement here. I don't know. Anyway. Well, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like, you can get the game to run good. Like, let me see what I've got turned down right now. Maybe I can put it up. Let me go. I got medium shadows. Okay, let's just make it... I want to remember these settings. It's pretty good. It looks good and it feels good. I got high, medium, medium, high, medium, enabled, high, medium, FSR, medium. Right, let's put everything to high then and see how we get... Oh, let's see how we get on. Not extreme. Oh, maybe extreme. We can try it. Or extreme. All right, here we go. This is when it starts chugging. We'll see. Nice. Interesting. So what's like the mouse is? Yeah, it's definitely lower. Let me F11. Like, where's the FP? Because I can never. I've done this before, like shifting through this. Like, I can never find like the freaking FPS on here. Let me see. Like, I mean, I think it's in somewhere in here. Bruh. Is it the runtime? Is that it? Runtime average? Is it the run? I think it's the runtime that you. Is that 60 average 70? Is it just F11? Am I not doing shift? Okay. That's okay. That's just oh, it's not even shift 11. I'm just used to SE, so it is just this. But which one is it, guys? The first F11 press. GPU frame rate. But which average frame? There it is. That's meters per second. Milliseconds. Like, where's the FPS? I'm tripping. Platform. No. I don't know. Anyway, I'm confused. Yeah, so I'll get this off. But let me see. Let's get back in the same position here. I mean, damn. I mean, we're on extreme now, and it, you know, if I'm being honest, it felt a little lower inside, but outside here, this feels silky. Let me go. Yeah, like here, like as I'm walking around here, this doesn't feel like silky, which is interesting. So I'll probably turn it down because I prefer it to be silky, but I don't know, maybe I'm gonna get that gonna get that 5090. Am I right? Alright, let's see about this. Hold on. I mean, that's alright. Alright, let me also just go out a gyroscope for the ship so I can fly it properly. We'll just stick a 7.5 meter gyro down here. Oh, it's already on my toolbar. It's just a small one. But, oh, let's delete these. Whip this. And we're gonna put it like this instead. Looking down on the gyroscope. And here's another question for you guys. I got all the questions. I'll have more questions in time. What do we... Ooh, that looks nice. Nice. What do you guys think about the control thing? Now, I'll be straight up because I think you guys might find it. So one of the things is that we have had some reports that if you're playing the game for many hours, there can be a bit of fatigue with your little finger on the, you know, the modifier key. And I'm curious, and this has been brought up by some people, and it is nice. It is very nice that you don't have to take your hand off the keyboard. Like, you can keep your hand on control, modifying WASD. You can move around like this. You don't have to take off and go, you know, page up, page down. But I am wondering if, you know, well, we've already mentioned it. The team is working on modifiable key bindings, right? So I think, you know, it can change and you guys can have whatever you want. But as a default, how are we feeling about it? Like, how are we feeling about like the current modifier? Maybe you guys haven't played enough to get that. Maybe you have very strong fingers, but yeah. WSD rotations POG. all on max, RT off, and you can sell your FPS to other players. So do you think, is it, I honestly haven't played around enough, so are you saying if I turn off ray tracing, is that the biggest? I imagine it's pretty big. So if I like, oh, hold on, I gotta go to custom. So if I go to custom and turn ray tracing off, let's first see how the game looks, and let's see how it performs. It's all just placebo. I mean, it definitely is smoother. Look at that. You guys can probably see that. But it's annoying that I'll show you guys what I've got right now. If I do my screen share, hold on, where is it? Screen share, screen share, screen share, screen share, screen share, screen share, screen share. Yeah. So if I share my screen, see that? That's what I see, and it works great in SE1 and other games. You see the GPU usage, you see the FPS, but for some reason in SE2 it can't detect it's like NA, it can't detect the FPS, so it's a bit of a shame. But I leave that like shadow play or whatever it is, NVIDIA overlay constantly on my thing because it's kind of hidden. You guys don't see it on stream, but it would be nice if that would be working with SE2 so I can keep an eye on it. But because it's very subtle, it's not like a big thing, not even a frap, the old fraps days. It's just a very simple white text in the top right. Anyway, so this is, I mean, turning off ray tracing definitely helps performance. You still get nice shadows, right? There you go. Like the shadows are still very sharp and very nice with the sun coming through the windows. You'll also notice, did you guys hear the fact that currently the shadow in first person is disabled? This isn't a bug, this is by design currently. So if I switch to third person, you'll see that shadow. So I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet, but it isn't a bug. Marek touched on it, and it's something that is like, it's like a temporary thing right now. I don't know that, I'm not technical enough to tell you why that's the case, but yeah, that's just an interesting thing there that you might not have spotted, but probably shouldn't be showing that, to be honest. Anyway, let's come into a room like this and turn on ray tracing. You guys can probably do it yourself in a more contained environment. Let's try and do before and after here. So this is before ray tracing. Still looks pretty nice, they've got the dark areas over here are very dark. Now let's enable the old ray trace. Even there's different levels here, so you can see in the background behind me. One of the things you guys should probably do, remember to come into GUI and change, I've got the offset. Yeah, my cursor's over this. You guys can, this definitely was a coincidence that I set this background opacity to that. But anyway, you guys can come in here and you can change this, because I think by default it's solid. No, I don't know. I actually don't know, because my build has been in here for quite a while. But I think when I first loaded the game up some months ago, I think it was like 100. So I quickly brought it down. And yeah. So anyway, let's change ray tracing to. Okay. You can see it in the background, but it's a bit distracting with that. So off is like that. Oh, I see the on actually. I see like the hold on. Maybe medium. But you can't really. I mean, you can see it's different. Like look over here. Look, like you have. Look at that. That's beautiful. Like you see that, just that subtle light coming through. You can definitely see the ray tracing happening. And medium actually runs pretty well. Like it's still running. So now I'm running on extreme. No, yeah, I'm running on extremes. No. What did I do? Was I on high? And then I think I'm running on high now with ray tracing on medium, which I think is the high setting. I think extreme it has. Yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling. Okay. Anyway, so let's just get back here. So I got this gyroscope put down now. You know what this gyroscope needs? This needs some lights here as well. I think we got to get this going. Good luck editing this video, John. Yes. It's going to be very all over the place. I don't know how he'll do it, but that's the magic of John. We'll see what he cooks. So, use compression really. You're right that it feels super. Oh yeah. That's what I wanted to bring up actually, guys. I wanted to bring that up. I was telling you, and as Watt says, I was telling you guys from the very first stream that like SE2 looks good, but wait until you're in game. Because, we were showing, look at these shadows, look at this ray tracing. And did anyone else have that feeling that when they actually jumped in for the first time, they were like, oh, it's even better? Because, the stream compression, YouTube compression, Twitch compression, it just isn't as sharp, it isn't as crisp. It's got that compression, it's got that kind of thing. So I like to think that, I'm really curious how you guys felt when you, like, jumped in. I'm talking faster than you. I'm freaking excited, John. That's why. I need to, like, you know, chill out. I actually, you're actually not wrong. Like, I can actually feel like I'm like, because I can't actually get the words out of my mouth quick enough. Like, it's genuine excitement here because it's just surreal. So that is going to make your life a little harder, I know. Okay. Yeah. Well, Shaq, you know, I know you've had, you know, I know you got some mixed thoughts. So I saw the video. I know definitely, and yeah, it's valid thoughts. But I am glad you like the new visuals, the new lighting. So that's nice. That's good to know. Jay Ostrich, welcome. Look at this. Like, you know what we need to do, guys? I think Keen's done it officially, but you need to try and recreate some areas. Like, you could do this probably, not this gyroscope. Maybe you could do something else, but you could. I want to. Maybe some of you guys out there could like put some, you know, spend a few moments trying to basically recreate something in SE1, SE2. Like, oh, that was interesting. I wonder because that's definitely, you know, that's something loading going on, but I don't think that's. I'm just wondering if that's my graphic setting or something. But anyway, that's interesting. But still, visual bugs, artifacts like this, I'm sure will be ironed out. But anyway, I was also saying to recreate some areas in SE1 like this, like some of this stuff with armor, like you could recreate this corner, right? You could put some lights down and just see, because it's like, it is definitely better, but it's not until you actually jump back into SE1 and look at a similar scene that you realize, oh damn. I'm telling you because of this ambient lighting and some of the ways that lights interact. And you guys might have heard that light bleed in terms of like, even these lights, they don't, they're better. Anyway, brain freeze. Thank you for the €5, Aiden. Please break stuff. It will help a lot more. Crash ships. Okay. We can do some destruction here. We can do some destruction. I just thought, oh no, I was going to fly this ship first. I was going to put down the, there's a lot of reasons why I'm a bit crazy today. Like, first is like, it's early for me. Like, I've got like a slight headache because I'm like still waking up. Waking up at 4 p.m. And, yeah, it's also just the excitement of the whole thing, so. Right, give me some 07s in the chat. Hold on. Wait. 06 is in the chat if this is a terrible time for me to stream. 07's in the chat if I should stream at this time more often. And 08's if you don't really care, this stream's trash. Let me know. Anyway. Here we go. Yay, I can turn now. Yo, that's hot. Okay. Oh, that 7.5 meter gyro is super powerful. Like, this ship had no gyros? This ship had no gyros. It had just one of those big boys. And now it's just like spinning on a freaking dime. Look at that thing. It's nauseating. So, those capital ship builders, the 7.5 meter gyro is here. But what's wild is I've seen some builds where like, they're like fighter builds and they have like a massive freaking thruster. But like, you see this thruster here, like what is that? That's like a, I don't know the name, is it 5 meter thruster? And this unified grid system that we've talked about, we're still not fully realizing the true potential of it. The fact that it's still trippy to me that there isn't, oh yeah, we're going to fly to this large grid. No large grid, just grid. You know? 07. Okay, AGS says it's trash. That's sad. 06. So Rhoda's not a fan. Diana. 07. Okay, interesting. Well, I guess the people who are watching right now probably are here because the time's good for them. I don't know. Most of them. Anyway. All right. Shaq, if you're still... I want to say this to... If there's any other creators, YouTubers out there. I don't know if Shaq's still watching, but I had this thought last night when I was watching... Actually, I think your video, Shaq. I need to speak with Aaron about it, but like, I'm totally down to jump on a call with... interview with some YouTubers and stuff, and I don't know, just have a little chat like this, a little bit laid back. Obviously it comes from a semi-official source, of course, but I don't know, like if anyone, I kind of wanted to make this like invitation to, you know, if there's some content creators out there that want to do like a stream with me, just vibing, chatting, not speculate is a dangerous word, but you know what I mean? Like, I kind of was thinking about it could be good, you know, just to be real about the situation and continue that transparency, but in like a more conversational manner. I mean, we do this on stream all the time. I'm just saying it could be cool to have like another voice or something like that. So if you hear any, if you guys watch any of the content creators or something like that and they're like vibing or think, oh, keen, I don't know. Obviously don't go like spamming them, but if it comes up to say, oh yeah, you know, Zoc said, you know, chat with him, hit him up. I'm happy. Let's just cook. Anyway. So I haven't really done that much gameplay. I do apologize. What time is it? I will have to wrap up the stream for today relatively soon. We can play more tomorrow. We can do the same time, I think. But what I'll do is now is I think I will do some destruction. Oh, the only thing I have to realize is that the autosave is one thing. I think I have this world downloaded somewhere, so I think I can destroy this and not lose it. Oh, Shaq, you're back. Just as I finished the thing about, I would just say, I'm going to say it again, just because as an example, I was just saying that it was actually after I watched your video, I was thinking like I kind of wanted to put out like an open invitation to any kind of content creators who want me to come on a video or a stream or something and have a little chat with them, a bit like this, but rather than me, you know, just chatting, we could just have a laid-back thing, talk about things, be real about it. Again, like I don't have all the knowledge, I don't make all the decisions. I just, you know, have a slight thing, and nothing. It just came to me. I just thought I might let people know if they want to, like, you know, jump on and feeding YouTuber dramas. No, I'm not. You know, I can't say it with. I can't. I'm not like saying it's 100%. I just thought it could be a good idea. I don't know. Maybe it would. Maybe it's not a good idea. But I thought, you know, I'm pretty good at managing. I don't know how to word it, but yeah, like we used to. I know. Do you remember back in the day, I used to jump on the old TeamSpeak? I used to, like, I finish my stream or something and jump on Waste's TeamSpeak or something like that. I don't know, something like that. Like, I have to check because of my affiliation. We'll say I will have to check with the OPR guys about it. But you know, I do the streams, I run the stream, so I know what not to say and what I can say and so on. So I think it shouldn't be a problem, but I think I like to think that it might help, you know, just have a discussion with some of these guys who have been, you know, covering this game for ages. Yeah, I'm not as exciting as Marek, but still, you know, so. I remember that, Shaq. Yeah, back in the day, there would be an update, and I'd be like, I'd jump into a TeamSpeak or something. That takes me way back. Yeah. Mine's ready too. So I don't know if there's I don't know exactly. I'm just spitballing here with you guys. Maybe, you know, I know I'm terrible at scheduling things. I'm pretty chaotic, so maybe it won't happen. But I like to think that we can cook something. I'm mentioning Shaq because he's here, but if there are, you know, if there's other people who have, you know, want to do something, I don't know, we can explore it. So. Right, let me try and see here. Spam Zero's Discord. Wojtek, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Community around Keen themes. You could like network and stuff. So you could showcase tomorrow evening, midday, SE2. I'll be showcasing SE2 stuff, but we got to do some SE1 stuff too. Don't believe him. Zoc's never real about stuff. Yeah, I'm mostly surprised that all the blocks only have passive functionality. I know. Yeah, you can't close the door. Why? I'm not sure, but that will come. I just want the replay to make cinematic stuff. Space news, it'll come. The replay tool will be even better. We touched on it on one of the Keen streams, but we love the replay tool. We love cinematic content in Space Engineers. It's already kind of available in like a debug kind of sense, but I have great, like the rest of the game, like the modding, like everything else, I have great hopes for the replay tool and for making cinematics in Space Engineers 2. Why not show this? I'm sorry, yeah, I'm rambling too much. Indiana. I want to say I promise I don't yap that much, but I do. Anyway, so I was about to actually do some damage here. So I'll first start off by, I think, getting out the debug tool and damaging this beautiful ship. But I kind of don't want to. I think this is my favorite ship that I've seen in SE2 so far. It's really, really nice. Like, I love the cargo modules on the side. I love this kind of like look out over the deck here. So I'm going to come out and I'm going to get the debug tool. No, Jack's not with Keen. He briefly, yes, but yes, Aaron has joined as community manager. To be honest, they say they hold on a second here. Oh, I just got rid of my thing. Right, so you guys ready for some destruction? It's gonna be sad, but it's gonna happen. Oh, it's actually quite strong. It's actually surprisingly strong. Oh, wait, is it? No, I think it's fine. Look at that. Finally, lasers. Wasn't in the form we expected, but still. I did also want to say that you guys can follow me over on Twitch. I do stream on Twitch more frequently, but maybe John's going to convince me to multi-stream or, I don't know, stream more on YouTube or something like that. We'll see. John is my master, so you guys convince John. Well, I say he makes me do. I'm at the mercy of John Wack, so I put my hands up. Set phasers. Was that set phase? Thanks for the €5, Aiden. Make like a warmongering cyborg and split them in two. That is a challenge, I think, beyond my skills. A warmongering cyborg. Holy moly. I tell you, Shaq, I do hope we, oh, hold up. Does it... I think armor shouldn't fracture, but does armor fracture? Let me, like, it does, but hold on a minute. Look, I'm firing at armor, right? But it's different. Look at how, like, when I shoot this thruster, right? It's a solid block, and it starts fracturing up into different parts, right? And even this will get better. So all these edges, Marek's already talked about it, like, it's a little bit, like, harsh. So fractures will look nicer as well. That's something that the team is like working on again. So there are things in the game that we don't have in SE1 that are already better, already nicer, and these are still like placeholder versions, if that makes sense. So, but if I shoot the armor here, look, watch. The armor deforms first. Oh damn, I separated that whole piece. So the armor already reacts differently to some of the other blocks here. Because it's armor at the end of the day, right? So this, before it fractures, it will first like deform and bend. Just like cut off a nacelle here. Let's just sever the. Oh, it's actually kind of hard. It's pretty tightly packed in, this nacelle. Right. So that's a bit of the destruction tool. I'll go inside as well and do it a little bit, and then we'll crash this ship. Hopefully not crash the game. We'll see. Because there is some crashes related with collisions, which you may or may not have found, but we know about it, we know about it. Alright, that's not trippy at all. And of course this is very OP, and I want this to be... You guys should know this, but I want you to be reminded that this tool is not balanced, it really is... Let me see how it... If you guys... Like, unofficially, this is the PP cannon. You know? You heard nothing. that is I don't know. Yes. As you can see, I'm very mature, chat. I think maybe the guys moved it up a little bit. Moved up the point. No, I think it just comes in the very center of the player, but yeah. Yeah, so oh, that looks sick. So anyway, the point is that like, oh, is that I wonder if that's connected still, or is that just, oh, it's got yeeted. I probably should have ran into it. This probably won't be there forever. I think the guys have already touched on the fact that relatively, I can't say soon, can I? Dangerous word. But one of the first things, there will be like a handgun or something like that. I can say that because I think this was brought up on one of the streams. Is that, yeah, I think maybe there'll even be a which makes it my sense a bit more. I think there'll be handgun, so you can do that. But all this stuff, everything's gonna be better, right? So animations, blah blah. The point is that the team wanted you guys to be able to mess around with the destruction other than just like ramming stuff. So this was just a really quick way to give you something to see that. But obviously it is overpowered. That coral that's been cut out. Behold the Schwartz. Cable gun? Oh god. Are people still talking about the cable? Oh, yeah. The cable madness was pretty wild actually. There it is. There's the cable hanging. All right, guys. So, hold up. Let's see. Yeah. So I will have to wrap this up here, guys, I think. Let me finish with a crash. I know there wasn't much gameplay. There was more yapping, but unfortunately, for better or for worse, that tends to be my streams. I mean, if you want good gameplay, luckily, you are spoiled for choice. So, if you want yapping, which tends to be less people, yeah, you can enjoy these streams. No, I promise, tomorrow we'll stream again, alright? I'm gonna promise, that's dangerous. And, we'll do some more gameplay, alright? I'll try and yap less, but it's tough because there's good conversation happening. I'm a sucker for good conversation, good topics, so... Right. Let's crash this. Here we go. Oh, hold on a second. Let's get way more speed. Let's get up to like max speed and hit that blue ship. Tomorrow I think we'll load up the same world and we'll take out that blue ship instead. There's something inside clanging about. Hold on, what is that? Some loose parts. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Because I tell you what, like, I've seen a lot of builds in SE2, but I haven't seen many builds this big yet. They've all been kind of smaller vehicles. Oh, hello. Why am I drifting to the left? Oh, I'm missing side thrusters, that's why. I destroyed them all. So I've got a bit of a right drift here going on. Well, that makes things complicated. Oh, God. Okay, we'll try and get this here. No. No. I got it. Woo! Holy frickin' moly. Whoa. Whoa. Watch the modules. Alright, let's hit it again. Let's actually fly. Oh, that should be pretty sick. Let's like fly through the modules. It's just this ship is not so easy to fly now. John, have I given... Here's a question. My master. John, have I given you enough content for today? Look, it's a nice an hour and a half video for you to edit. Must feed the content machine. Get this down to 5 minutes. Right. Here we go. With all the fast talking, I'm sure it's possible. Alright. Oh, that was a bit weird. Okay. I'm going to try and hit that blue ship. Where'd it go? One more time here. It's still rotating. I must have really damaged it. It's over there behind me. It's rotating. Is that it? I'll hit this one then. Fly forward, okay. Oh, it looks so good. Like, even seeing that ship in the distance looked good. You know what I mean? As I approach this here. Oh. Holy frickin' moly. Oh, the head spin's a bit of a weird one. We talked about it. I think that's, yeah, it's one of the things that's being... Like, you have to... I don't know how to describe it, like, especially when we're talking graphically, like, it just is a step up. And something is always hard to put into words, just the lighting is just better. Man. Everything doesn't feel as, like, flat. Like, I mean, talking, like, in a color, like a lighting sense. Yeah, there was some drops. There was some FPS drops earlier, and like sim speed drops. And again, like Marek touched on the fact, like right now on the game autosaves, you'll see some lag. And with some collisions, there'll be. So it's these things that when we're talking about performance, and when anyone's talking about performance here, the reality is the game is designed from the ground up to be ready for great improvements. That's the reality, guys. The data-orientated design of the game means that the scalability of it is vastly, it's completely different to SE1. So the room for optimization is like almost endless. Whereas Marek kind of said that, you know, in many ways of SE1, like the team, there's always ways to squeeze new performance, but in many ways, like I think many kind of caps were kind of reached in some ways, and it was increasingly difficult to get I should say, performance optimizations in SE1 in the engine, and that's, you know, because of the code being I forgot the other word, but you know, complex and convoluted in many ways, but also just the Havoc is using a very, very old version of Havoc, and you can't just switch it out. It doesn't work like that. So SE1 from the day one, SE2, sorry, from the day one is designed for scalability. So as new technology comes out, there won't be those limits. So even when especially optimization, it's you know, it's I need more words, more descriptive words. It's I keep saying the same thing. It's grand possibilities. So on that note, guys, I will wrap up today's stream. My webcam, I'm going to try and fit that webcam tomorrow, and I hope you guys had a great time today. And let's see, there's some last minute shout outs here. Who we got in the chat? Let's have a little look. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. I was going to do some more Q&A, but come tomorrow. Stay tuned. Make sure you're subbed. Make sure your notification bell is on. Make sure you're in the Discord server as well. We can get the links in the chat for that. Join my Discord. Hit me up on Twitch as well, because there's often more streams on Twitch. We'll see how that changes. But please get involved with the community. Share your builds. Again, this always, obviously, I have that official link to Keen, but you know, at the same time, I also do a bit of my own stuff as well, and just have a bit more messing around and so on. So we'll have a Keen stream later this week, I believe. I think there's a plan for Friday, so you'll see another Keen stream, I think, as well, is the plan here. But I also like to do some pretty off the cuff stuff over here as well. So thank you guys. In the chat, I see JH, I see Cowbat, Really Indiana Cones, Gaming Toast, Renegooch, Hybrid, Andrew, Skyben, Codename Sniper, Pluto, Space Builder, Black Sheep, TMS, Diablo, Benjamin, Flash, Backyard Gamer, Loki, and more. So thank you guys. Go find another streamer. I don't know. There's probably people on YouTube. There's probably people on Twitch. So yeah, that's it. It's been a pleasure, guys. Another YouTube stream. I'm out in the next one. Bye. If in doubt, I didn't come up with a quote. I didn't finish the stream yesterday. Any of the SE2 streams are quotes. Now that Space Engineers 2 is out, it's time to jump in and mess about, I guess. Bye, guys. I'm out.